Hello and welcome to Edinburgh City FC TV with myself, Stephen Dixon. Tonight's match comes from Gayfield Park in the Scottish Challenge Cup, sponsored by Irn Bru, where Arbroath, leading League 1, take on Edinburgh City, of course, who are at the top of League 2. Edinburgh City's path to round 3 saw them defeat Albion Rovers 3-1 at Ainsley Park, and that was followed up with a tricky 3-2 away victory at East Kilbride's K Park Training Academy, which saw them pass that test into round 3. Arbroath, meanwhile, defeated Elgin City up at Borough Briggs 7-6 on penalties after a 1-1 draw in round 1. That was followed up with a home 3-0 resounding victory over Allan Athletic in round 2. The last 5 head-to-heads between these two sides have saw 2 wins each and a draw. So Allan Muir, the referee, sounds his first whistle of the match, and away we go. And now Arbroath, so we have the ball. Here's Colin Hamilton. He knocks that ball forward. Oh, and Michael McKenna split the offside trap. Good strong run here, and McKenna knocks the ball beyond Antell, and it's 1-0 to the home side. Michael McKenna, it strikes his 10th goal in 31 appearances for the Lichties after signing from Berwick Rangers earlier in the year, and that's a very expert finish indeed. 1-0 Arbroath. Early goal for Arbroath in this game. Goal coming in only 11 minutes. Edinburgh City knocked that ball forward. Oh, Scott Shepherd, great save, Darren Hill. Corner kick for the Lily Whites as Edinburgh City look to respond. In comes the corner, it's going to fall loose. Graham Taylor can't get under his feet, but it's still possession. Edinburgh City into the box. There's a chance. Matt Blair shot charged down there and out for a corner kick as it comes off Thomas O'Brien. And now Edinburgh City again applying the pressure. Oh, Henderson goes down under the challenge from Colin Hamilton, and that is a penalty kick for the Lily Whites. Colin Hamilton shown the yellow card for his troubles, and a penalty kick for the Lily Whites. Edinburgh City have a chance to draw level. Blair Henderson against Darren Hill. 1-1 goal for Edinburgh City. Edinburgh City are right back into it, and James McDonagh's men have launched themselves off the canvas in this one. 1-1. Blair Henderson strikes the penalty kick on 25 minutes. 1-1 here at Gayfield. Of course, this is Edinburgh City's first ever live televised match in their 90-year history. Good play by Handling. Knocks that ball back to Craig Thompson, the skipper. Gets it across, headed towards goal by Blair Henderson, but it's just a fraction past Darren Hill's left hand post. Thompson for City. Good play onto Shepherd, knocks that inside. Handling. Oh, good chance, Henderson, and it's well wide in the end. Arbroath now looking to put Edinburgh City defence under pressure. Colin Hamilton with a left foot shot, about a yard or so past Antell's left hand post. Craig Thompson with the throw for City. Misses Henderson, but Mark Laird's there to tidy up. Of course, Mark Laird, one of the goal scorers last week in the 3-0 home win over Berwick. Back with Laird, knocks that back to Blair Henderson, and Scott Shepherd knocks it into the net, and it's 2-1 to Edinburgh City. Absolute scenes behind the goal here at Gayfield as Edinburgh City fans celebrate with the players, and it's 2-1 to the side from League 2. Unbelievable, and Scott Shepherd has shown the yellow card for over-celebrating as he effectively left the field of play, but I'm sure he won't mind too much. 2-1 Edinburgh City. Scott Shepherd, in comes the corner for Arbroath, and Arbroath certainly not giving up on this one despite that second goal for Edinburgh City. Scott Shepherd on 56 minutes, and now here is Edinburgh City again. It's Allan Smith inside the box. It's a ball across. Oh, Scott Shepherd not far away at all from connecting, and that surely would have been the third. And now here's Graham Taylor. Oh, he's barged to the ground there, and it looked like it was Mark Watley, and referee Allan Muir's going to come over and sort this out. I'd imagine a yellow card each would be a fair outcome, and there's a yellow card for Graham Taylor, and there's a yellow card for Mark Watley, and the game will resume with a free kick for Arbroath. Now Arbroath have a chance. There's a stabbed effort there towards goal by David Gold, Where Arbroath keep possession. Bobby Lynn's taken out there, and Bobby Lynn showing his frustrations. That will be a booking for Allan Smith of Edinburgh City, and that will be a free kick for Arbroath, as temper's starting to boil over now and frustration starting to show as Arbroath again on the counter here. It's Bobby Lynn, he's well tackled there by Craig Thompson. It's away there by Smith, and now here's Andy Black. Can he thread it through? Yes he can. It's going to be Scott Shepherd aiming for the box, goes down under the challenge, and it's a penalty kick for Edinburgh City. Scott Shepherd goes down under the challenge there from just inside the box. It looked like it was Mark Watley who clipped him, and it's going to be a penalty kick for Edinburgh City. It's going to be Blair Henderson once again from the spot, and he's done it again. 3-1 Edinburgh City. Blair Henderson's second penalty of the night converted, and that is surely good night Vienna, and Edinburgh City will head into round 4 of the Challenge Cup, and Edinburgh City will surely make it 11 victories on the spin. And that's headed away by Gold. Arbroath still trying to deal with that, and Smith knocks that onto Black. Good running here from Edinburgh City. Can they hit a fourth? And that would really put the final nail in the Arbroath coffin tonight for the Challenge Cup. Oh, that's right across the goal there. Not far away at all. And now, good tenacious play here. It's going to be Allan Smith who breaks away from Bobby Lynn and Colin Hamilton. Still, Allan Smith knocks it inside. Blair Henderson. Oh, and it's over the top in the end. Well over the top. Very unlike Henderson, it has to be said. Who of course scored his 15th goal in 16 games tonight. And out comes the corner, oh, and it's in the net, and it's 4-1 to Edinburgh City, and that now is the end of the night for Arbroath. Liam Henderson with his first ever goal for Edinburgh City in 18 appearances. The corner comes in there from Thompson, and the header at the back post there by Liam Henderson in off the post, and it's 4-1 to Edinburgh City, and that is full time. And Edinburgh City, a big win and a big match, sees them win their first ever game in front of the cameras, of course, their first ever televised match in the history of the club. What a victory it was, as the league leaders of League 2 take the league leaders of League 1 to the sword. It all started in 11 minutes, and it started off very well for Campbell's men with a goal by Michael McKenna early doors. That was cancelled out by Blair Henderson on 25 minutes. Into the second half, Scott Shepherd made it 2-1 on 56. Then another Blair Henderson penalty on 68, and that was followed up with Liam Henderson finishing off the scoring in 78 minutes. Full time, Arbroath 1, Edinburgh City 4.